Hello, this is Timothy Fantastic with Sid Sirloin. Say hello, Sid.
Hey there, man.
We're here today because we are making a declaration, and the declaration is freedom of the press. And over the last 4 or 5 months, last year, last 50 years of my life, I never ever wanted to go into the press. I'll be honest, I wanted to be a rock star. See, I'm a rock star. Sid's a rock star. Look at it. Say hi, Sid. Tell him you're a rock star.
I've been told I'm a rock star, so
Sid is definitely a rock star. So if you don't know that Sid's a rock star, well then you don't know Sid. But we're here to not talk about Sid. We're here to talk about freedom of the press and how disgusted and how lame the freedom of the press has become. And what I mean by that is I think it's their freedom to spout lies and distortion. They think it's their freedom not to investigate truth, not to hold liars accountable for their truth, and let criminals get away with crimes while they get rich and broadcast the same story for day after day after day, inciting violence in our communities. And I'm sick to death of them inciting violence and hate among the people. I love everyone. Sid, do you love everyone?
yes.
We love everyone. And we never would incite violence. And the media in America today is inciting violence between culture. And I just want to say we love everyone. And we want hope and success for everyone. And the problem with the freedom of the press is it gives them a freedom to lie, evidently, or to exaggerate to the point it might as well be a lie. And so at this point, Tim Fantastic from Tim Fantastic and the Styrofoam Meat Trays and my lead guitar player, Sid Sirloin, have decided that we've had enough. And we're tired of watching lies on CNN, MSNBC, Fox, every network. You can't get truth. And most people don't have the time to really search out details and facts. I mean, has anybody read, actually gone and read the actual emails of Clinton? Has anybody gone and actually listened to what Trump says instead of the 2-second soundbite that you hear on the media? Whether you vote for Trump or not, I personally am leaning towards Jill Stein. But what I'm really disgusted by is lies and truth. I mean, if I have truth, I mean, I might not agree with your socialist position, but if you're truthful about it, then maybe, you're at least an honest person. I don't think that anything in politics is given the right for our politicians to think that they can run for the highest office in this country and be a criminal and above the justice that the rest of us aren't being held to. Like that poor young man in Milwaukee the other night. His justice was swift because he had a gun in his hand. But for politicians, justice takes forever because they're in control of the guns. But they want to take your gun away. And they want us to be at peace with that. And they want to say that because we believe in a Second Amendment, I don't own guns. I don't want a gun. I don't think any citizen should have to have a gun. Again, I said should have to have a gun. But unfortunately, there's a lot of evil people on the planet who do evil things. And we don't have a fair media reporting on what is going on in our culture. And instead of reporting what's going on in our culture, they are trying to divide our culture and create more violence so they can have their sensational stories. Well, I'm sick of it. Sid, aren't you sick of it?
Oh, yeah.
We're very sick of it. And why are we sick of it, Sid?
It's been going on too long.
Too long. And we don't have any truth. No, nobody's telling the truth. And it's all from political point of views instead of facts. Just the facts, ma'am. I'll make up my decisions for myself. Just give me the facts, sir. Just give me the facts, and I will make up my own mind. And when you see the facts, you should know what a career criminal looks like. And if every criminal on the street who steals a loaf of bread is put in jail for 6 months, but this person we have running for the DNC, who the media also didn't report the truth about, I have witnesses who were in Philadelphia. And we put up a story here on Tim Fantastic about their reactions to what the media reported. And the truth wasn't reported. The truth about the DNC still is not being reported. They'll put up 50 neocons of fucking Trump and call it a big rebellion in the fucking Republican Party. Personally, I think those neocons should be hung up and shot. They want us to go to war. I don't think an honest media is being honest when they say that these people care about you. Oh, we care. We're never Trumpers. Well, because Trump doesn't want to go to war. How simple is that? It's not hard. They're attacking him every way they can. Now, whether I agree with Trump as a politician, I'm sure he's not Hitler. Or you think he's Hitler, Sid?
No.
No, I don't think we should be afraid of him. I don't think we should let the DNC tell us that we should be afraid of Trump, because they told us we should be afraid of Bernie Sanders. They told us we should be afraid of truth because they hired a liar in chief. And we're sick and tired of turning our media on constantly, day in and day on, day in and day out, day in and day out, day out, day in, and then we're going to have it for another 90 days. If I see another 90 days of the senseless media that isn't reporting truth, I think I might do something crazy, like, just eat peanut butter for 6 weeks straight.
Or climb the Trump Tower.
Or there you go. We got Fox News. They care about the truth about Hillary, right? Oh, so they're like, oh, we're supposedly for the right wing. Oh, but what do? In the middle of the story about the emails of Hillary Clinton and how evil she actually is, they cut to a guy climbing Trump Tower. And they hold that position for the rest of the show and never talk about any of fucking Clinton's emails again. And so nobody gets to find out truth. They don't want the truth out, because if they do, then that will fucking destroy their narrative of their global government. Well, I'm sorry. Global doesn't include America, evidently. And so if global doesn't include America, America shouldn't include itself in global, because America's success should be the world's success. And if you care about humans and human nature, then you would realize that the better that we as Americans do, the better the world will do. So it makes no sense to continually destroy our economy with stupid policies of open borders, which makes no sense to any God-loving American. And even the socialists know that you can't continue to do that. And it's not a surprise to anyone here. But the media continues on with silly stories that doesn't affect our future and doesn't have any relevance to what any 2-second sound bites you can make hay out of and run in the media for fucking 6 days because he said something that lasted 2 seconds that you put so far out of context. That makes absolutely no sense, does it, Sid?
No.
No. It doesn't make any sense at all. And so we're sick and tired. And so this is our shout out, the beginning. This is the beginning of Tim Fantastic and Sid Sirloin's political context. We're done. We're tired. We're not going to do it anymore. So we're going to speak up, and we're going to claim freedom for the people of America from your media fascists. You media fascists who all you do is spew what you think we need to hear. Well, I want to know truth and facts. I don't need your opinion anymore. Your opinion, I got plenty of opinions, brother. I'll give you my opinions. You want opinions? I got plenty of opinions, don't I, Sid?
Oh, yeah. I
got plenty of opinions. And I've been talking about my life and my love for 20 years playing music in Seattle. And I'm tired. I'm tired. I love my country so much that I have to step out of the life that I would prefer to live because you people won't tell the truth. Put me back into my music. Put me back into my life because I'm tired of you. I'd love to go out and ignore it, but you're destroying my culture. You're destroying my people. You're making my people hate each other. You're causing violence. You're causing all kinds of trouble, didn't they? He said,
Yeah.
you remember the Louisiana, the hurricanes back years ago when the media went in there and they said, oh, there's all kinds of trouble. Well, did you see the clip where the reporter asks this guy and says, you people should be angry that there's no water here, even though the tragedy had just struck. But the media reporter inciting the people to anger and violence, and from then on it was chaos. And that's just what the media wants in this country, chaos, so they can control you. So I'm saying, brother, I love you. Forgive me, man. Forgive my ancestors, even though my ancestors fought in the side of the North. That's right. Many white people died to save black people. And there's many people right now marching with the black brothers in these parades. But I'm telling you, I love you. I forgive you. Forgive me. Forgive Sid. Sid's Jewish. Forgive him. Ask for forgiveness, Sid.
Please forgive me.
Please forgive us. Now, can we love one another now? I mean, do you have to be so angry about every event? Can you find out some facts first? Stop listening to the media. They're lying to you to make you angry. To make you angry. To make you angry. And if they got you angry, man, you're controlled. You're part of the control grid. You're totally and absolutely fucking under their control. So don't be angry. Stop being angry. Be happy and forgive people. Forgive everyone. And let's not be so upset and get them to control you, man. And I tell you what, to all you political people, whoever got paid money at the DNC, you got paid $50 to go sit in empty seats. You people should be ashamed of yourselves that you sold out your soul to go sit in a seat for $50. I don't get it. That's like worse than Judas. And and to all the media out there who won't report the fact that Bernie Sanders supporters are no longer gonna vote for Hillary Clinton. They will not vote for Hillary Clinton. In fact, they're going to Jill Stein or Gary Johnson. I personally couldn't support Gary Johnson because he's in favor of the TPP, isn't he, Sid?
I believe so.
Yeah, so I like this libertarian's in favor of this horrible trade deal that's going to destroy the planet. Because he's not really a libertarian, he's just a liberal Republican who's a globalist. So, yeah, let's all recognize who the enemy are out there. And if we actually recognize the enemy and stop being angry with each other and forgive, we can overcome the lies, can't we, Sid?
Yeah.
The constant lies by the media. And then we've recently been reading up on the freedom of press, and we've decided that we're press, right, Sid?
Yes.
We've covered live news events. I've dealt with supernatural events, and we've done lots of different things that people have no idea that go on in the life of a musician. But I'm tired of being lied to constantly by all sides, and I really wish there were some independent media out there that could actually just report facts and leave their opinion out of it. Can you write a story with putting your opinion in it? You think they can, Sid?
It would be nice. Yeah.
It would be nice. That's the way it used to be when I was a kid. I'm an old man. I'm 50 years old. So 50 years ago, 30 years, 40 years ago, you used to be able to read news stories that had actual facts in them and not opinion. And you can tell the difference between the facts, because facts are numbers and details and truth. They're not opinion. So learn to discern what is fact and what is opinion. And that is my suggestion to all my brothers and sisters out there, to forgive us, to love people and not be part of the control grid, because they're just using you to take control. They're going to take more of your freedom, more of everything that you hold dear in your life. They're going to just slam you in the ground. They've used you so much. They've used you so much. It's so sad. I mean, it makes me want to cry. I mean, it's terrifyingly horrible. Terrifying. I'm going to tell you, it makes me terrifyingly horrible events going on in people's lives because of the media lies. I just showed you, why I'm covering my eyes, because I've been so full of tears because of the lies of the media, haven't I, Sid?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's terrible what's going on. The truth cannot be heard anymore because the truth isn't told. So how can you make an informed decision as a voter if you don't have informed consent? So you want to be a voter, supposedly, like it make a difference since they fix them anyway. And we've got plenty of evidence of those fixes and video evidence online on YouTube. It's everywhere. And to say, oh, Obama, listen, did you listen to Obama the other day said? What did he say? What is that? Fixed election, what does that mean anyway? Like he's some dumbass. He knows exactly what it fucking means. What it means is that for 30, 40, 50 years in this country, they've been rigging elections. And that's exactly what they've been doing. And the DNC knows they've been doing it, and the RNC knows they've been doing it anyway. And the most fundamental is gerrymandering. Isn't that right, Sid?
Yeah. You
know what gerrymandering is? We'll tell you. What gerrymandering is, people in control getting to make the district lines. If that ain't corruption, I don't know what is. How do like the people in control get to make the lines? Why can't we have independent groups make the lines so we can have balance and truth? What do you think, Sid? Good idea?
That's a great idea.
Yeah, so gerrymandering has to end. Does the media fucking care about that? No, they don't care about that. Oh, they care about your freedom. They care about their freedom of press. Their freedom of press. Oh, we're so free. We can say whatever fucking lie we want to say. Isn't that right, Sid?
Yeah.
It's very crazy. It's very, very, very crazy. But, you know, if you don't do it, then you don't know, do ya? Because we think you're dumb. That's what they do. They think you're dumb. They think you're dumb. I don't. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. They think you'll accept any line of baloney. But that line of baloney's got to end. And Sid and I are saying no more. So we're going to start putting our voice out to the lies of the media and to the continual drone attacks that have nothing to do with truth or informed consent. It's all about attacking personality instead of truth. And if you attack personality, hey, that's fine. You could be the sweetest sweetheart in the world with a big old smile and a big old happy eyes, and it's all good. And until you turn around and then she kills you. Oh, yeah. Oh, or you're gonna be, or what's worse? Oh, somebody, I think I'm smart. And then he walks away. I think I'm special. He says these things, and you think he's pompous. So you think that's worse than a backstabbing, lying murderess? Well, you know, I think you got your perspective all wrong. And we need all to come back to what is perspective. Perspective is the powerful do not have a do-over. Do they, Sid?
No.
No. Sid gets caught stealing a loaf of bread. What happens to you, Sid?
At least 6 months in jail. And
6 months in jail for a loaf of fucking bread and a hefty fine. For a loaf of fucking bread. But we're going to let Hillary Clinton skate in the highest offices of this land. And you're going to let her skate and tell the rest of us that we should obey your laws? Now, I'm telling you, we have to obey the laws because otherwise they'll put us in jail. But is it any wonder that people are so angry? But I'm telling you, angry people, look, that's what they want. They want you to be angry. Don't be angry. Don't. Just don't. Forgive. Forgive. You know, I've been beat up my life so many times. You have no idea how many times the world has been beaten up on me. I made a documentary, and in that documentary that I made, I talked about my life somewhat, but I didn't give every detail of all the pain and suffering that I've had in my life. So every human has had pain and suffering in their life, haven't we, Sid?
Oh, yes.
But what I've decided was I forgave, and I let go, and I let God. I let peace and love. But you can't have peace and love if you're angry all the time. And you can't have solutions to problems if you're angry. All you're doing is making the problem worse and giving yourself to the control grid, which is getting more and more and more and more and more and more. Sing it with me. And
And
more,
more.
and
And
more,
more.
and more, and
And
more,
more.
and
And
more,
more.
and
And
more,
more.
and
And
more,
more.
and
And more.
more,
And
and
more.
more, and
And more.
more of your freedom. So just say no to these lying media. Just insist, send them evil messages, send them messages of your hate to the media that makes you angry, because they're the ones causing the anger and the violence, because they keep repeating this narratives of how fucking underprivileged everybody is. Well, you know, pull up your boots. You know, we all have to deal with life. Everybody's got pain and suffering in their life. Every generation has had pain and suffering in their life. Your pain and suffering is in your own head. Forgive. You need to forgive and stop being controlled. You know, because their end, what do they want to do, Sid? Was that that ruined stone, or was it down in the five corners state? What do they want to do? They want to kill how much of the planet? What they want that there'd be 450 million people left on the planet. I want to ask you a question. You angry people out there, do you think you're one of the 450 million that are going to be left when they're done? Do you? What do you think, Sid? Do you think they're going to be part of the 450 million? Are they part of the club?
If they're lucky, right? You know.
If they're lucky.
No, I mean, if they're lucky, they'll remain after the whole thing's over.
So they'll be part of the club, right?
I don't know.
I doubt it very highly that you're going to be a part of the club.
Yeah.
You know, so, you know, some of us who don't care about the club and only care about people, you've been working to save people for 20, 30 years, right here on the streets of Seattle, caring about loving people and doing good things and acting out in good life. You know, and if I did something wrong, I mean, these homeless people do something wrong, what happens to a homeless person when he steals a loaf of bread to eat? Sid?
Prison time.
Prison time, jail time. So.
And the felony gets on all their applications too. You know, it's basically going to follow them.
It follows the rest of their life, right? And they lose the right to vote, don't they, Sid?
Yep.
Shouldn't Hillary Clinton lose the right to hold high office? Even if you are sweet and don't want her in jail. But shouldn't she lose at least her right to high office? Do you think the media wants you to be angry about that? Or is it something else completely? I mean, because any common sense person would say, well, the media would be all over. You know, 30 years ago, man, shit. If somebody was under an investigation by the FBI and then evidence actually comes out and she's like extremely negligent in everything she did in her office, and then, oh, she had a private server, and I personally saw the video of her saying, well, I got the private server so they couldn't get a hold of my information. She said that before this investigation. And that the FBI couldn't find that video, I found it on YouTube. And that's intent. I mean, come on. Let me just, you know, whatever. I don't care if you're a liberal person. I don't care if you're a conservative person. I care about the homeless guy who has to fucking go to jail for a loaf of bread. That's what I do in my life. But you motherfuckers up in there in the elite think you can get away with anything you want. Well, it's not going to happen anymore. Sid and I are just had enough. It's not because I hate you. I don't. I feel sorry for you. I'm not angry with you. I feel sad for you that you're so lost, that you're so black inside, and that you don't understand the human condition and what love is. Do you think they understand what love is?
I doubt it, you know.
I don't think you people understand what love is. I think you need to get a better definition of what love is so you can, you know, comprehend the world around you. Because there's people suffering, real people suffering. And you media have caused it and are only causing more downfall in this country. You're not causing unification or hope or anything that's going to enlighten humanity whatsoever. You just enrich yourselves and pocket the money and bask in your fame because you're so special. I'm a rich anchorman. I'm so special. I got a talking head show, and my opinion is more important than everybody's. Well, I'm sick. I've had enough. Haven't we had?
Oh yeah,
we've had enough. And you know, we can't have any truth out there. And so, if you want truth, and if you want us to be a voice for truth, then make this video viral, and we'll tell the truth, whether you like it or not. Thank you. This has been Tim Fantastic and Sid Sirloin reporting from the Hippie World News, or whatever we just choose to call it in the future. See you later, kids. Don't get angry. Be happy. Be in love. Love your brothers. Love each other. You shouldn't need guns. You shouldn't be angry. You shouldn't need to steal from anybody. You should be willingly able to give what you have, so no one will ever need to steal anything. Please love each other. That is the answer. And anything else is just a lie. And we're going to call out those lies, aren't we, Sid?
Oh, yes.
Yes, we are. All right. Good night, kids. From Tim Fantastic and Sid Sirloin. And the meat trays.